Hi everybody, we're back again for another Moodle Monday. I'm going to take a look at one of the really exciting new features in the Borders College Moodle for 2017-18. I'm going to head straight into an example course I've got here, and what we're going to have a look today at is how you can grade and mark assignments. There's been quite a lot of improvements, so if I go into my test assignment here, so there's been quite a lot of improvements in the way that you can do this in our recent version of Moodle, so I just want to walk you through some of those. So first of all, when you go into assignment, you'll get a grading summary, how many people are participating in your assignment, how many submitted, how many need to be graded, etc. What we're going to do is we're going to hit this View All Submissions button first of all, and that takes us into this table. It summarizes the people who've submitted to our assignment. First thing is I'll give you a quick tip. This is quite a big table. You might discover that you need more space for this. So first of all, if you close the menu on the side, you get a little bit more room that way. The other thing you'll notice is there might be still some parts of the table that kind of slide off the side. If you scroll down your page, you will come to, if I close this options part, you'll come to this bar at the bottom which will allow you to move left and right. So if you're missing anything there in this table. So I can see that I've got one person who submitted here. Um, Something that you might well want to do is once you've got your submissions in and you don't want students to be changing what they've submitted anymore, what you need to do at that point is you need to lock the submissions. You can do this individually under this edit item, so you can click prevent submission changes for one submission, or you can actually select all of your submissions using the tick boxes here, and with selected say that you want to sublock submissions for them all. So that'll stop your students being able to change what they submitted. It's generally best to leave it unlocked until the deadline, and then that way if they submit the wrong file or something like that, they can go back and change it, etc. Stuff like that. But obviously, once you're going to mark, it's time to lock those submissions. So I'm going to edit, and I'm going to prevent submission changes. There we go. So that one is locked now. So it says submission changes not allowed for that one. So next thing, I'm going to go ahead in to grade this by clicking the grade button. And this screen that comes up, you might have noticed that it is quite different to the grading in previous versions of Moodle. What's the same is you can still give your grade scores. So if you're given a grade out of 100, something like that, you can put that in here. I'm not going to talk too much about different types of grades, scales and stuff here. I'll save that for another video, but that's still there. You can also give an overall feedback comment, just the same as you always used to do. And you can still attach feedback files. Some members of staff like to download the document that's been submitted, put some comments and things on it, and then resubmit that as a feedback file. You can absolutely still do that just the same as you had done. Just drag the files in here you want to put on. What's different is that on the left hand side here, you'll see that we've got our document here. We can actually see inside the document. What happens is when somebody submits to Moodle now, it automatically converts that document into a PDF that's opened up here and is editable for you to put in kind of annotations and comments. So I'm going to go through that a little bit just to talk about it. So first thing to notice, at the top of the page I can see whose assignment I'm grading. So this one's me, Connor Bradley Test. You can change to other users by using this list here. I've only got me in the list, but normally it would show everybody. You can also use these forward and back buttons to go through the users. I'm in here now and I want to add some annotations. So perhaps let's start off with a comment, because this is the kind of the most common thing that people are going to want to do. So I'm going to have a nice classic yellow post-it note style comment. So I'm going to add that in there, and I'm going to put great title, love the work. There we go. So I've got my nice comment there. So I click outside, and what we'll notice is that that comment shrinks down, because obviously you could end up adding quite a lot of comments and you don't want them taking up all the space. If I go back over it though and hover it, it pops back up again. I can go back in, I can edit, etc. All the things we can do in here, we can put pen on these notes. So here we go, I'm going to put a box around here. Sorry, I draw some freehand around here. You can also draw lines, shapes like circles or squares if you want to draw around something. Other thing I find quite handy is we can highlight text. So in combination with the kind of comment boxes, sometimes it's nice to be able to highlight some text. So I'll just run through there. So I've highlighted that one. And let's have a comment in, I'm going to go for yellow again. I'm going to pop one in here and say, make sure you complete your NI number. There we go. So I've got a nice comment in there to go with my highlight. Other things you could add on here that's quite useful. We've got a stamp tool at the end here. So you click on the stamp to select it. At the moment it's got the cross icon. You've also got a sad face, a happy face, and a tick. So this one's quite nice for if you've got kind of some quiz questions, things like that. You just want to mark them correct. Pop on your tick here. Yep, that's right. Yep, that's right. And let's say, oh no, we've got something missing here. Cross there for that one. So those are all the kinds of annotations you can add. Really easy to put on. Last thing I'll mention about them is coming back to delete them. So to delete comments, all you need to do is come back up here, select the pointer icon, and then you can select your stamps. I'm just going to delete them that way. And same here with comments. All you do for these ones is you need to press the icon in the corner and you can choose delete comment. So that allows you to get rid of any comments you want to get rid of. The other thing you need to remember is that once you've put your annotations, comments on the document, is you need to save changes. By default, this tick box will be ticked which says notify students, and what will happen is that that student will get an email message, or if they're logged in, a message on the site saying that there have been comments and annotations, feedback added to their document. If you untick this, it'll save the changes, but it won't send them an email notification. So I'm happy to have a notification, so I'm going to hit Save Changes. There we go, so changes to grade and feedback were saved, that's me. Last thing to say about this is when you've finished grading these, you'll either want to get out of the course. You can either go back to the assignment by clicking the link up at the top here, or you can go back to the course by clicking this one. So I'm going to go all the way back to the course, and there I am back again. So I hope this was useful. As I say, a lot of kind of like handy features there, a nice kind of streamlined workflow for annotating and leaving feedback actually within documents in Moodle. If you've got any questions, as always, please drop them to us at helpdesk@borderscollege.ac.uk or get in touch with us directly.